Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we're going to be doing a monthly reading for the sign of Pisces for April 2024. So if you are a Pisces sun, moon, rising, or any other placement you're feeling called to take a look at, then these messages are for you. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to force anything to fit if it's not matching your situation or your energy. And this reading is timeless as well. So whenever you're seeing it, it's the right time for you to receive it. Even if this is after April, that's just an indicator that now is a more relevant time for you to hear this. Okay, so, yeah. Okay. This month for you Pisces, there's some sort of illusion breaking. And the breaking of that illusion causes you to experience some very deep and powerful feelings. It's like something that's been buried within you, rising to the surface, to be seen, to be revealed, to be acknowledged. It's like whatever this illusion is, this dissolving, it's been masking these deeper feelings that are underlying it. It's almost like an experience of subconsciously believing in something or choosing to focus on or pay attention to something that isn't real, that isn't true, in order to sort of avoid going deeper, avoid looking at the root of the matter, the heart of the matter, because something about that is a bit uncomfortable, maybe even painful. We'll clarify in a moment and see a little bit more what that's about. But with things becoming more clear, you're going to be able to move forward, to like see some real progress in your life that you haven't been seeing. It's like some part of your life, maybe it feels like the whole thing has sort of been put on pause, is like holding in place, and it's remaining stagnant because you've been buying into this illusion or like conveniently avoiding seeing or addressing a deeper truth. And it's been keeping you stuck. It's like it's this energy of like sort of like ignoring something to keep the pain away, but because you're not addressing it and allowing it to propel your growth, then there is no movement. And so this fantasy, this illusion is coming to an end. You're able to see and think about things a little bit differently. Light is being shed on how you feel. And this is coming at the result of an ending. It could be that you have some illusions about why something is ending, why something had to end. And that's been like keeping you in this space of sort of like feeling safe, like feeling like there are more paths open than what there really are. And now that this is coming to light, you're really going to be seeing what your path forward is. And like buying into this illusion, this like false belief about how things are in the energy, it's been keeping you small. It's been keeping you from it, like accepting the reality of this situation and being able to honor that, to stand in the power of that, to make the best of what the situation really is. And your solution here is to like let go of this fantasy. Like it really feels like a false picture that you've painted in your mind about something that you've been like choosing to focus on, choosing to believe, because that feels better than addressing the truth, addressing reality. And reality doesn't look as shiny. It doesn't look as like beautiful or promising on the surface, but accepting things for what they are is an important step to making you feel like more truly stable emotionally. Because like something about buying into the illusion, it's like any moment of doubt in it, because it's not true, and there will be moments of doubt, like it causes you to fluctuate back and forth, to have these like swings of energy of like feeling really good when you can believe the fantasy, versus feeling bad when you have a moment of recognizing it's not true, but like swinging back and forth between these, to try to regulate your mood, your emotional state. But you're truly going to feel more grounded and be able to build something that feels better, in a more consistent way in the long run, when you let go of the fantasy, address what lies underneath, and like start from where you're at, like almost from the ground up, with like what the truth is underlying this. And from that point, it allows you to more truly be aligned with your soul's desire, your soul's intent. And when you're aligned with your soul's intent, things progress in a way that truly feel better, that allow you to feel whole and complete, without like in a real way, not one that you sort of figmented, like there's a word that I can't find, it's like it's real goodness, not some sort of fictional goodness that's like larger, that feels larger than life. In reality, what will truly feel larger than life is being aligned with your soul's desire. Okay, let's clarify some things and see a little bit more about this situation. We'll start with the moon. Yeah, this this illusion breaking, really allowing yourself to like clear this fog and see what's under the surface is creating the movement that you've been desiring to see. It's almost like you've been fantasizing about this reality that doesn't exist, and you don't ever get there because it's not real, it's not meant for you, and that doing so is blocking you from seeing the real movement, really aligning with something beautiful that would actually like astound you beyond your wildest dreams. And you see movement toward that, a new beginning, like truly wielding your power, your magic, to be able to accomplish something that's real. It's almost like this energy of like daydreaming, playing pretend, in a way that has no basis in reality. And as long as you're putting your focus and your energy on that, you're not manifesting real success that you have access to. But like moving toward that, solidifying that in your life, finding like connecting with the comfort that it brings is being blocked because it's like there's this avoidance of going deeper, seeing what lies beneath your surface. Like it's like pulling up these like painful feelings rather than squashing them down, because the experience of processing that pain, that I'm getting these feelings of like lack, of not being good enough, needing to really dive into that and see where those feelings are come from, rather than sort of like like falsely like painting a glittery picture over it to like convince yourself that you're not feeling that way. And when you dive in and like unearth those deeper feelings, allow yourself to feel the pain, to feel like the lack, the absence of what you desire, and address that like from the root, instead of just like trying to like make the flower arrangement look pretty, but really like grow the flower into something more beautiful and lasting. It's like that's what's necessary here. It's like there's a desire to avoid any bad feelings, any pain. This is like it feels like spiritual bypassing, like being afraid to get your hands dirty in your own emotions, and that's exactly what's preventing you from truly feeling good in a consistent and solid way. It's an energy of like wanting to put a band-aid on it. Like it's like it feels like constantly keeping your nails painted to like hide their like weaknesses or unhealthiness, like rather than to just like like let them be, or like feel ugly for a while they heal, while they breathe, while they repair themselves, so that then you have like beautiful natural nails without having to mask anything or like doctor them up to feel like they're beautiful. That's sort of what you're doing, but like inside with your feelings, it feels like with your self-worth. It feels like building a false confidence rather than digging into yourself and finding the anchor point within you where your confidence truly grows from. Okay, let's look at the Ten of Swords. Yeah, so it's like there's been a sort of underlying like subconscious knowing from your higher self that you've sort of been convincing yourself to like skirt over things and believe things are better than what they are, and you're receiving some divine intervention here. This illusion is being revealed, uncovered. Like what you've been hiding from yourself is being shown to you, so that these attachments to what's not real can be dissolved. It's like everything being burned away to be reborn. And like this could happen suddenly, and it's like a major event in your life. This could be like an external event that sort of forces you to look at this stuff internally, or it could be like an internal event of like getting really honest with yourself, because of something that like you saw or connected to in the dream state, like a curtain was pulled back and you're able to see your shadows. Like there's a breakdown of what's been hiding the darker parts of yourself that need to be looked at and honored and processed, so that you can move on to like close out this cycle of feeling stuck, of feeling like you're betraying yourself, of feeling controlled and at the mercy of the wounds that you carry within you. Let's look at the Empress. Yeah, you're having trouble seeing things clearly when it comes to your feelings. It's like there's this sort of emotional immaturity here that creates instability. Like there's a need to be compassionate with yourself. Yeah, there's this strong experience of lack of self-worth. It's like you're clinging on to this ideal, this picture that you've created of yourself and your life to help you feel secure. But it's like this period of existing in this space has gone on for too long. Like this has become a habit of making yourself feel like, giving yourself the illusion of feeling emotionally stable. But it's like a mental game that you play with yourself. It's definitely like an avoidance of feeling, like an avoidance of wanting to do the hard work. And like you know, it can be very hard work to do physical labor and like work in the world, but there is no harder work than addressing the emotions and the inner dynamics that we contend with as individuals, due to the energy that we're carrying, that we pick up. And it's like you've been storing all kinds of pain within you, because to get rid of it, you have to feel it, you have to hurt. And you know, Pisces is very sensitive energy, and that sort of sensitivity, it feels very innocent, very very childlike. This is like reminding me of a child refusing to go to bed even though they're sleepy, and it's like they don't want to stop playing, but like you have to go to bed and like stop playing so that like you can face a new day and feel well and feel prepared to face a new day. And this emotional avoidance is like, it's blocking, it's impeding. You're not seeing movement in your self-improvement. Like I said, this fantasy that you're living in with your feelings and keeping things surface level is like, it's not transpiring. And that's because you're not really going within yourself and experiencing the growth that you need to experience emotionally in order to move forward and truly feel emotionally stable and create something that's real, to be embodied and like truly in connection with your feminine energy. Because like when you're in connection with your feminine energy, like you can easily connect with your intuition and draw upon this flowing, surrendering, magnetic aspect within yourself that draws you toward real good, real success and positivity, feeling like you're in the right place. But the challenge for you is that you have to walk through the mud and come out on the other side, clean yourself off to truly feel pure again. And this energy that like you've been in, it's like you're stuck in the mud, you're sitting in the mud, but you're telling yourself, you're choosing to believe that you're like sitting in clear, beautiful water that you can see to the bottom of, like an island oasis. And it's like you don't see from where you're at that like once you actually pull yourself out of the mud and wash yourself off, like on the other side of that quagmire is an island oasis with the beautiful water that you've been pretending you're sitting in. Okay, let's look at the Four of Cups. Yeah, it's like you want to like focus on the shiny things, focus on the shiny dream. But truly finding happiness and success lies in looking at the dull, less than colorful picture, the reality. It's almost like I'm getting this impression of like how the world looks on some sort of like hallucinogen, like sparkly and rainbowy, and then when you come back to reality, like truly everything like looks a little more dull and like colorless, a little more lifeless. But the key is in realizing like coming back to this reality, seeing the mundane, like less than sparkly truth, but then changing your perspective and recognizing that even though you don't see like the sparkly rainbows any longer, they're still there. It's just that your eye isn't perceiving them. It's like they're in another layer. And it's like needing to live and exist in the duller colors of reality, while also knowing and trusting that the magic is still there. It's still in the air and it's still accessible to you. But you don't have to be like physically seeing it, and like it's almost like like being distracted by like a very like bright and colorful cartoon. And having this inner reflection is incredibly important. Like going within, like taking a journey inside yourself to see the truth, to see that the magic is there and that it lies within you, that it lies inside you, that it's underneath that mud, that it's underneath all the painful things that are stored within you that you're wanting to avoid because like it hurts temporarily. But that's the key. Going within, like having that dark night of the soul moment, unearthing all of the trauma, the pain of the past and the present. it also unearths the real magic. But you have to have the strength and courage to go on that journey. Like I said earlier, like to get your hands dirty. Because it's like the thing, like when you're walking around with clean hands all the time, it becomes just like the norm, and you don't truly appreciate the cleanliness of your hands until they've gotten dirty and you've had to wash them clean. Like getting dirt or like syrup on your hands, like feeling sticky, and then you wash your hands and it feels like such a relief. There's this so much greater appreciation of how clean you feel because you were dirty just a moment before. And along a similar line, another analogy they gave me is like when you're feeling well, feeling in good health, going about your day-to-day life, it's like you take it for granted, and you know, this is just how things are. Like you can wake up and feel okay, like do your daily tasks, and your body isn't physically getting in your way of doing that. But then when you experience some sort of illness, you feel awful, you're run down, you can't do the things that you would normally, ideally like to do. And that's the sort of like state that you've kind of been existing in, but like you have to go through that period of being sick. And what that shows you, it's like in those moments you're like, wow, I really regret not more fully appreciating how well I felt before I got sick, before I hurt myself, or whatever the case may be. But then when you start to feel better, like, yeah, you really appreciate it for those first few days or weeks, and then it goes back to being what's normal. So really diving into your deeper feelings, addressing any sort of pain and discomfort that you're holding on to, it's really going to create this experience of enlightenment and appreciation for the good that awaits you on the other side. Okay, let's look at judgment. Yeah. Like I said earlier, the energy switching back and forth between like feeling the weight of all the pain you're carrying and the lightness of like living in the illusion, that makes you feel very ungrounded as a whole. And really like coming back to the dullness, like noticing like, hey, I'm sitting in the mud here. When I was pretending it was water. That, like, I mean, that's earth energy, like sitting in the mud. That's such a grounding experience, like connecting with the earth, like imagining like if you were in a mud bath, like up to your neck, like it can feel like it's going to overcome you. That's that feeling of like what it feels like to recognize all of the pain and like discomfort that you're carrying with you. But truly acknowledging that and accepting that is a very grounding experience. Like, really, like, imagine yourself being present in that moment in the mud up to your neck, feeling the molecules of earth, like, rubbing against your skin, your hair follicles, like wiggling it in between your toes, getting really connected to the physical. And from that space, your mind and your emotional experiences are reconnected with your physical body, because they work in conjunction with one another as a physical unit. And when we're healthy and aligned, everything can work seamlessly and congruently with one another, so that, you know, the mind feeds the body and the spirit, and, you know, vice versa, like in a little circle, like a web of interconnectedness. And when we're in a space of sort of living in a fantasy world and not wanting to address the deeper truths and the less than desirable or like uncomfortable parts of the present moment, then that creates a disconnect between the mind and the body, between the mind and the spirit, between the body and the spirit. And that's where you've been. But like going on this journey, digging into the mud and coming back out of it and cleaning yourself off, like, it creates a grounding experience for you. It provides this stability. And it also opens up this pathway for quick movement, like a change in perspective of how you're living, how you're conducting yourself, how you're following your path. And like the things you've been wishing for, the things you've been wanting, that you've been living in a fantasy about, those become real for you after you recognize that at the present it's just a fantasy. And in order to make it a reality, you have to face the parts of yourself that you don't want to look at, that are uncomfortable to look at. But when you face them and move through them instead of trying to avoid them or suppress them, that's the space where magic happens. That's the space where your dreams come true. That space of alignment, that space of being led by your soul rather than the fear and delusion of the mind. And I mentioned before that confidence is important here. We've got the Queen of Wands. Like it really is. That's why you've been focusing on this fantasy, because like while you're living in it, it builds this sort of false sense of confidence that makes you feel better in the meantime, like temporarily, like it makes you feel better today. Just sort of go live in that daydream. But what's going to make you feel better in the long term is grounding yourself, unearthing the heavier, darker things that you might be holding on to, like facing them and letting yourself build on the foundation underneath, like truly build up to the level of that that dream. And that like going down to that level builds your confidence from that internal spark of your soul to like begin to let it like glow and radiate outward, to where you're filled with that energy of the divine. And in that energy, you're able to expand and build yourself up to the heights, to the level of the dream that your soul holds for this life. Okay, let's get just a couple of oracle cards to see if there's anything they would like to add or confirm here. Aha. Yeah. Okay, so that's a big clue. That's a big clue that we've been missing. Part of this fantasy that you've been like propelling yourself into to address the other things, it is creating this. It's like an overthinking, like living in your head, not living in your body, not being led by your spirit. That's the space that you've been in, and it's coming from this place of envy. It's because you're looking at other people in the world, in your life, like other people that are observable. You're looking at them and you're comparing yourself to them. And it's like this trying to convince yourself that you're like right alongside them, so that you don't feel jealous for not being in the same place. But like in reality, you're not in the same place yet. And it's because you're comparing yourself to others and focusing on that and like trying to like bridge that gap. There is like underlying envy, underlying jealousy. That's part of those darker feelings that you're sort of ignoring and not being willing to address. And like pulling that up, like accepting it, like recognizing that you're holding that energy of envy, and it's due to this comparison. There needs to be, in this going within, an acceptance of who you are, your gifts, your unique place in the world, your unique being and soul signature. And like going to that space and acknowledging that and taking a, like sort of analyzing it, taking a deeper look at it, processing it, it helps bring things into balance for you, like into union inside your body. It's like you've been in this sort of receptive, like still phase, dark phase, needing to activate your like active energy within you. 'Cause like sitting, like sitting and daydreaming and thinking of what your life is going to be like. And if that's all you're doing, like it doesn't get you there. Like you have to act in alignment with what it is you want to create. Not just like wish and hope and like lament that you're not already there. Because that's what it feels like, of like being disappointed that you're not already where you want to be. But like you have to take the steps, you have to do the work, you have to do more than wishing and dreaming to make that happen. And having this inner reflection, looking at your deeper emotions, like puts you on this trajectory to be able to create this, like, for yourself, to create what you want, to create your version of the success that you see others experiencing. Like, and you can't compare yourself to others, like, because you have a unique path. Your soul has a unique calling, a unique signature, a unique desire in this life that's not the same. That, you know, there may be some similarities, some overlap, this and that between people, but the whole collection of who you are and what you want out of this life is ultimately unique to you. And once you accept that, quit comparing and wishing that something was different about you or your life, that's the space where you can truly make a change, begin to make things different, like having confidence in your authentic self, your unique self. Like this temple path, this aligning yourself spiritually is you know, it's coming out as like the ultimate goal for you. I mean, it's truly everyone's goal here, but what's being pointed out here is that you're sort of like detouring yourself, deviating yourself from being on that path by occupying your thoughts and your energy with what other people are doing, with how other people are succeeding, because the way they're doing it is likely not quite the way that's right for you. And the longer you focus on other people's experiences, the longer you're spending stuck in a space of not moving through and it, like, experiencing your own destiny. Okay. So if this reading resonated, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for letting me read for you today. I hope this is helpful to you and gives you some mental and emotional support to do what you need to do for yourself. If you are interested in a personal reading to dive a bit deeper, you can see how to do that below. And I will see you later. Good luck, Pisces.